under starlight's beam. Heroes rise, in this night they gleam. Pages turn and this fate intertwines. Saturday night, it rewinds. Spin tales poke the mind in the city's electric light is on. Heroes fight, every moment feels so right. Welcome to that weekend thrill, where stories, fashion, dreams of will. In this world we take a fight, Saturday night special guide and night. Wonders, heroes unite. Comics and anime, and brain and light. Journey through panels and vibrant screens. This colorful tapestry.
Welcome. It's Saturday night, which means it's time for Saturday Night Special, the 6th best show on Renovision. With comments such as, for the love of God, let your friend stay where he's at. SNS, and that channel is a rest area toilet bowl, and you don't need any more stinking up the best comic YouTube show going. And this is an absolute terrible watch. Such douche chills. How about we check in with Jedi Johnson and see if he thinks the boys are ready to start the show?
But I still think we're more prepared than SNS, even with the rush we did on the show.
Well, shit, I hope you boys are ready to bring the mayhem, because an all-new episode of Saturday Night Special starts in 3, 2, 1.
And we're here.
And we're live.
How's everybody?
Doing pretty good.
Better than fucking me, I'm sure. Ready for another Saturday night?
Always
Absolutely.
ready for Saturday nights.
So, please let me make the intro song for you guys. This 5,000 Mile song doesn't meet your cool level.
I wish it was as cool as Vanessa Carlson's 5,000 or
More
500
Deadpool?
miles.
Never get enough Deadpool.
Nah, there's no more
What's up,
Deadpool.
TK? What's up, Seth? Mr. Tyson? Mr. Piggy Spanks?
I like Tyson's icon. It's the Dom and and Brucifer caught on the kiss cam at a Coldplay concert.
Let's
That's
do
Thank you,
it.
sir.
It's a party for you tonight there, Ed, Kyle, and Sam both.
Doesn't get much better, Ed.
Kyle got his oil changed. You can say that. So, I don't know if you guys I'll get into it real quick so that we can just start the show. I don't know if you guys all watched TAC on Wednesday, but I'd let you know, I told you I got hurt. I had to go to the hospital, went back. You guys didn't see me for a while. What happened was we finally made enough ruckus at the emergency room. I got a couple CT scans, and I found out I have stage 4 cancer.
It's crazy.
Who fucking who? So I got a mass sitting on my spine, and I got a mass in my lung.
Blood pressure doctor.
Blood pressure doctor. So that's why I was in the hospital for a month, because they couldn't decide if they were going to do surgery on my back or not. But what ended up happening was they couldn't. They're hoping that they can shrink it down, that they might be able to, but as of right now they can't. So that's where we're sitting. We're sitting here chilling now. Yeah, 4 means I'm pretty much going to die. Unfortunately. So, realistically. I mean, but there's a lot of, it means it was in my lung and it spread. It spread to my back. So, but there's a lot of stuff out there that can prolong it. It'll never go away. And it'll eventually just.
I thought you took blood pressure meds.
That's what we thought too. But that's it. That's where I've been. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm sitting. So
It's because they had the cuff on his balls too tight and he couldn't.
Right.
Yeah.
Shitty, but it's life. Hopefully, something. Make the best of every day. Try to be here every Saturday with you guys that I can. Try to be what's that?
I think Dakota ate one.
I'll be right back.
just while Kyle's
I
out,
think Dakota ate one.
just let you guys know that there's a GoFundMe for him and his family. If you guys are of a mind to donate to that GoFundMe, make sure you don't tip GoFundMe. You don't have to tip them, but there is a GoFundMe for him. If that's something that you're interested in doing, we love Kyle, we love Nubia, we love their family, and so
It's I shared it in the chat with everybody. You want to go there and donate to Kyle, like Sam said, Kyle and his family, to help him cover some expenses while he's going through all this.
Yeah, sorry. We baby swallowed something. We're making sure it was okay. Yeah, it's on my spine. It's a mass on my spine, and it's actually pressing on my spine and my spinal cord.
That sucks, man.
So I have all these that's hard. Like it's hard for me to walk now. I have to have a walker. I've got all these rails and braces everywhere that I'm putting up. I'm not doing shit, but that are being put up so I can do everything. Don't mean to be a bummer. I see everyone's bailing on us, so not worth talking about. Just to the guys out there that love us and love the show.
Ends it on a good note. We don't have to see the smoke-stained curtains.
I flipped everything around so I can get to my computer easier.
There you go.
So that's it. If you guys want to, you don't have to. There's a GoFundMe for us. So.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't want to talk about it no more. I don't want to talk about the bummer shit.
You're gonna be a sexy Professor X, homie.
When I was wondering where I was, that's where I'm at.
Well, let's get into the warm-up then, because I got a story that's going to give you the fight.
The fight.
Like no other.
Bun.
Fight like never before.
Bun.
Toddler bites cobra to death after venomous 3-foot-long snake coiled itself around his hands in India.
Gangster.
Govinda Kumar bravely fought back against the venomous snake when it coiled itself around his arm while he was playing outside his home in Bankatwa village in the Majhaulia block of Bihar's West Champaran district on Friday afternoon. The toddler spotted the snake and threw a piece of brick at it, relatives said.
I have a PayPal. You can reach out.
The cobra then lunged at him and wrapped itself tightly around his hand. In a shocking turn of events, the boy responded by sinking his teeth into the reptile's head, killing it instantly. Govinda's grandmother, Mateshwari Devi, said, "When we saw the snake in the child's hand, everyone rushed towards him, but in the meantime, he already bit the snake, killing it on the spot. Shortly after the bite, the child lost consciousness. He's got too much Chad energy, and it made him pass out."
Dude, that dude's hardcore. Imagine when he's going to be at 12. He's going to be fucking doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
He's going to be sleeping with every woman in the village.
He already is.
He's going to be a grown man at 12.
He already is sleeping with all the women in the village. He's got a waiting list for when he turns 18.
Right?
They're going to bottle his essence and use it as
it's going to be a musk cologne.
As a steroid.
I hope that they skinned it and now he gets to wear it like a hat.
Cobra.
He's got the cobra part right here on his head with the tail hanging down his back.
Yeah, like put it on a like Aladdin or Jafar's headdress in Aladdin.
I hope he wears it like they skin it and he wears it like a wrestling outfit, almost like the bottom becomes like a banana hammock.
Oh yeah, like
when he's older, when he's like in his 20s.
So you want to feel the cobra and whoop, just
and in this corner we have the cobra biter.
Just when he gets erect and the snake head pops up, just ready to ready to pound.
It's got a thing on it right before he attacks. He pushes this little button and it's a fucking cobra right there where his crotch is.
What's up, baby? My cobra's ready to see your mongoose.
And they say wrestling's fake.
This is the next real life sequel to Cocaine Bear. Cocaine Baby.
It could be the next shirtless bear fighter.
I want to see
great.
Cocaine Baby. Goes around biting all the snakes in the village.
Here in the States and daycare centers, we have baby fight clubs. In India, they have baby snake wrestling,
Baby
cobra
mongoose.
wrestling.
This is how you bite the cobra and kill it.
They're going to call him the mongoose because he kills cobras.
Dude, that's hardcore though.
It's freaking hardcore. I was like, this is a badass baby right here.
Right?
It's crazy how the cobra didn't end up killing him. Like, that's insane.
Baby just needed a nap after getting his snack, after his cobra
Yeah.
snack.
Right?
He's like, I took care of it. I'm going to sleep now.
And he's like, I'm just gonna throw
Cobras
this-
for breakfast.
He's like, I'm just
I
gonna
wonder
go
why
ahead
the
and
child
throw
lost
this brick
consciousness
at
after he
it.
bit it. Did he get like venom in him or something? I wonder.
Well, here's my thinking is that he probably was exerting so much pressure that it just wore him out. It just
Oh yeah, like doing like a human, like a feed human, like like lifting a car off of somebody or something type of thing.
yeah.
Great human feet.
Tyson says he should be the lead singer of Cold Slither. Dom will definitely buy tickets to see
Yes, he will.
I don't know. Cold Slither wears people out.
Oh, did Dom get worn out watching Cold Slither?
Had
Probably.
to spend the next day sleeping in his
Dom
hotel
can't even
room.
get off the couch without getting Charlie horses in his thighs, apparently. So Dom's just sitting there podcasting, and he's like, "Oh, I'm cramping. I got a Charlie horse." He can't do anything.
I got a
There's more-
Charlie.
Poor Dom. Hey guys, made a few guys going into a few slabs for Kyle in my Discord group.
Oh, I appreciate that, Bruce.
In the meantime, let's see if you can get up enough energy to bite a snake.
I'll try. That's next on my bucket list after I try to get to Nashville.
Bruce wears him out. Bruce does. I heard Bruce does wear Dom out.
Hey, man,
That's
somebody
pretty
has to.
intense. I don't know if there's any wearing Dom out. He's a character. I got to meet him in real life last weekend at San Diego Comic-Con, and that is a dude who knows everybody, man. Just I don't know how random people like at Bandai Namco and Funko are just like, hey, and he's like taking pictures with everybody and hugging everybody. Dom's a celebrity, man.
Is he the mayor? Is he the mayor of Comic-Con?
He's the mayor of Comic-Con now. He was a man of the people, that's for sure.
He was. Everybody knew who he was.
Everybody knows Dom. Everybody of importance knows Dom.
It was like Cheers. Dom.
So he's like, let me just call this guy and see if I can get this, and let me see if I can get this, and let me see if I can get this, and just everybody was there for old Vinny the Pickle, Vinny the Rod, whatever you want to call him. He was the man of the people, a Comic-Con king.
Well, good for him. And he didn't even have to bite any snakes.
Didn't even, nope, not even once.
I think
I
it's
mean,
good for him.
He may have bitten a snake or two in a hotel room, but what him and Bruce do in their free time with each other, that's
between
for them. Yeah, that's somebody else's business. That's not ours. But as far as I know, no snake biting was involved
That you were a part of.
that I was a part of, that I'm aware of.
You only drop homeless guys that are walking at you.
Yes, I only drop homeless guys that are walking at me.
Oh, did you knock somebody out?
Oh yeah, I fucking dropped him on his head in the middle of the street.
Yeah, tell me about that.
I haven't heard that story.
He was picking up a cigarette butt, and he just kept saying I was looking at him, and I wasn't looking at him. And he came up to me and he goes, "Why are you looking at me?" and slaps my phone out of my hand. So I like pushed him away and go to pick my phone up, and he like charges him and he comes spear me. But like
Was it
when
Roman
he
Reigns?
goes to grab me, when he goes to grab me, I just underhooked him and fucking dropped him on his head right in the cement.
You picked him up by the legs?
No, I just tucked under his arms. He tried to spear me, so his head went like right here on my side. So I had his head, and I just dropped him right on his head.
He tried to spear you.
Yeah. So
you use one of those old wrestling moves.
Sometimes it works.
Bum fight.
Featuring Matt. Where's the YouTube clips? I'm surprised it's not on YouTube. I'm sure it is somewhere because there was a crowd of people, but just bums everywhere in San Diego, man. And fucking cigarette butts off the street. Shit, it's insane.
How else was that? Do you have a whole bit for San Diego that you have planned for tonight?
No, not really.
How was it then?
It was, it was different. Like I was telling Sticks the other night. You've been, so like usually it's like booth after booth after booth after booth after booth. Like there's no getting around. Like you're just in a sea of people. And I don't know if it was like Diamond not being there or if it was like just the tariffs that are going on. What it was like, there was open spaces. Like there'd be a booth and then a giant open space and then another booth. Like you could get around. Like I could get from point A to point B, no problem. Like there was nothing that was stopping me from getting around. So, but it was.
I was thinking maybe it was like the actual cost of booths this year. Maybe they were higher or something. Maybe.
Potentially. I don't know what a booth was running for people. But I felt like it was easier to get around. It wasn't a lot of people just stopping it. The random like walking in and being in a sea of people. And I think it was a lot that had to do with like no Marvel Studios, no DC. There really wasn't a lot of big celebrities. Like, of course, you had Daryl Dixon and the cast of The Walking Dead in that show, but who really watches The Walking Dead anymore?
Yeah.
And you had, of course, King of the Hill. Like the biggest ones were really the animation stuff so like Beavis and Butthead, South Park, King of the Hill with their revival. Sunday was the big day. I hear there was more people there Sunday than the whole week just because of George Lucas. So Sunday was the big day with George Lucas being in Hall H. Jared Leto was there for Tron. It wasn't, but like Hall H wasn't even really that popping. It was just, it didn't feel like San Diego to me, man. It was just kind of another con. Like the craziness of San Diego just didn't feel like it was there.
I wonder what the change was.
Like I said, I don't know.
I wonder if like Ish and the owner of Fantastic Worlds was out there. I wonder if he's like.
So. Yeah, I saw a bill there in their booth. The other thing too is that like there wasn't a lot of comic book booths. It was a lot of Labubu. I don't know if you know what Labubu is, but like Labubu is the next new big thing.
Little monster toys.
Yeah, so it was a lot of Labubu and a lot of Pokemon cards and a lot of just trading cards in general, like Pokemon, One Piece, Magic the Gathering. Like Magic the Gathering had a massive crossover with Amazing Spider-Man, and they had a thing there. And so it was like Magic the Gathering stuff. Just it wasn't a whole lot of comics. There's like maybe 4 or 5 that I saw comic book booths. Oh, there's probably more than that, probably like 10, but it's San Diego. So there wasn't a lot of comic book booths there. I did pick up a ASM 149 for a really good price. First clone, aka Ben Riley.
Wow.
So I got a couple autographs when I was there on some books, and I got Brian Posehn or as Kyle calls him, the archaeologist from
He's a
Big Bang Theory,
geologist.
or geologist from Big Bang Theory. Signed on my grommets, number 1. I got Lee Bermejo to sign my ASM number 1 that he did. I got what else did I get signed? What else did I get signed? I got Kevin Eastman to sign. I got this Turtles Mirage Volume 1 hardcover that
Okay.
I got signed by Kevin Eastman.
Were there any besides the Back to the Future exclusives that you couldn't get because they were sold out? Is there any exclusives there that you actually were able to get that you actually wanted, or it was just hard to get anything like that?
The exclusives, it was really hard to get anything because you had to do. They've made it to where you have to get the portal and get your time slot or stand in line.
Yeah.
But like a lot of the exclusives were really hard to get. I didn't really go after many exclusives. I'm not like Dom, who's connected with people. So like his brother,
I should ask Don the Back to the Future thing.
right? His brother got him into a breakfast for Mattel, and through that he met some guys, and he really wanted to get that Cold Slither. They had a Cold Slither set, which was like the figures of all the band members from Cold Slither, and so he couldn't get it, so he got it from he ran into the guys he met at the breakfast later on that or the next day, and they had it, and he was like, oh man, I really wanted that. And the guy was like, I didn't really want it, I just bought it to resell it, so I'll sell it to you for what I paid for it. So Dom got what he wanted because he knew somebody. So it was just and I also got this Wolverine signed by Daniel Warren Johnson, and I posted it on my IG, but it's kind of double signed, and it's got cool, like I don't think you can really see it right there because it glared from my lights. But he tried to sign it. I wanted him to sign it in red. So he signed it once, and the marker was dead that he had. So
switch you to the big screen so we could see.
So I had to get it to signed by him again. And when I got it signed by him again, it kind of like he went over it. So now it's kind of got like this 3D effect to it.
That's kind of cool though.
So it harkened back to my J. Scott Campbell debacle that one year, but otherwise, you know, Cosmic One said you did a good job recording the panels. Thank you. You're welcome, man. Yeah. So
what was your favorite panel that you went to?
You know, I really liked Kevin Smith's panel on Saturday night. The DC, yeah, right. The DC the DC KO panel was really good too, to see what's going on with DC and what they got coming down the pipeline for Absolute Universe and the KO event they got coming up, and the Turtles event, kind of hear what they got coming up with the Turtles, and finding out that they're actually going to make a Last Ronin movie, very much like the old 90s Turtle Jim Henson puppeteer
live
movies.
action?
Yeah. So that's cool. So that's going to be cool.
There we go.
But
are they going to use the Creature Shop costumes, or are they going to do CGI like they did with the Michael Bay ones?
as far as I know, and what was being talked about, they're going to do the puppeteer one, like the dude in the costume. It's not going to be CGI'd. It's going to be like the love letter to the old TMNT fan, the
80s.
You know, 80s and Mirage TMNT fans. So
Did Kevin Smith cry?
no crying,
Damn
crying,
it.
thankfully.
Damn it.
But
Well, there is one panel I really want to get your impression on, which we can cover in the anime segment, which is
yeah, because I told I know what you're talking. The Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to see the first 13 minutes of the new Demon Slayer movie.
Ooh.
I don't even know what the fuck's going on in Demon Slayer because I don't watch it. So I was like,
was there a lot of falling? Was there a lot of falling through Trailer Park?
there was a lot of falling, yes, and it was like a lot of like I don't know, not quite as much screaming as Dragon Ball Z, but a good amount of swinging or screaming and sword play. So
it's like a night at San Diego, the Comic-Con in Dom's hotel room.
yep, it is. It's exactly.
Snakes and
Sword
swinging
play.
swords and falling and sword
Yep.
play.
It was the animation is absolutely beautiful though. Absolutely breathtaking animation. So, but that was San Diego for me in a nutshell. Like I said, it wasn't a whole lot. They had a lot of like even so, you know how like downtown is usually wrapped. So they got the trains wrapped. But they had it wrapped this year, but it was like very like low key. Like it was a lot of like usually it's like bright colors that catch your attention, and it wasn't a lot of that this year. Even like the off-site stuff and gas lamp wasn't that crazy this year. They had a like couple booths in the back behind the convention for Adult Swim. Had a huge like carnival back there, and then King of the Hill had a big like setup there where you would go to Arlen, and they had a bunch of games so you could get like a lot of booths were giving out free food to people this year. So like free barbecue at the King of the Hill one, and you got to play like games to win King of the Hill prizes and stuff. So it was cool. But you could really feel it with no Marvel Studios there or DC. Like the biggest DC panel they had was Peacemaker. But that was pretty much it, man.
Well,
Yeah,
sounds like-
post-COVID. Yeah, that's true. Post-COVID food is back.
Rob knows how to save comics and doesn't.
Oh, we'll get into that because I'm
It's
interested to get
Post-COVID food is back.
Sticks and Kyle's take on this on
shit.
Rob's new plan to save comics.
Is that next?
It is in the news. It's not technically next, but it is in the news. You guys want to get into some news?
Fuck it.
Do the
All right,
news.
let's get into the news. All right, kicking us off on the news front, we have the big news of the weekend that started yesterday. We have the Spider-Man Brand New Day you get your first full look at Tom Holland's amazing new suit. They're calling it the most comic book accurate suit we have gotten in a Spider-Man movie to date, as well as it takes hints from Andrew Garfield's suit. The spider on the front is a little bit more elongated and kind of looks like a mixture of Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire's suit. There's no tech in this suit, so it's very much a homemade. It's not quite as bright as the suit at the end of No Way Home. The blues are a little bit more toned down, but it's got the raised webs like Tobey's suit does. It's a very, very beautiful suit. We even got a little trailer of Tom Holland walking up wearing it, asking if everybody's ready to go. So following yesterday's quick teaser video, Marvel Studios and Sony Pictures have shared our first full look at Tom Holland's amazing new suit for Spider-Man Brand New Day. The new suit seems to draw clear inspiration from his Spidey brother and Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, who are also sported suits with the raised webs in darker red and blue tones. This latest costume strikes a balance between nostalgic homage and fresh, grounded take on Spider-Man's classic aesthetic. The red hues is deeper and more matte than ever, while the navy blue section carries a fine mesh texture reminiscent of Garfield's second suit design. The raised black webbing, echoing the silhouetted lines of Maguire's Raimi era look, is a clear stylistic callback. The spider emblem on the chest is bigger and more angular, mirroring the bold Raimi style silhouette with sleek modern design cues from Holland's previous suit. Perhaps most notable, this is the first time Holland's Spider-Man is wearing a suit that appears entirely homemade. Gone are the high-tech enhancements from Tony Stark. In their place is a suit that reflects Peter Parker's resilience and self-reliance, a fitting evolution for the character now fully on his own after the memory-wiping events of No Way Home. With no one remembering who Peter Parker is, the grounded approach signals thematic rest, one that fans have long anticipated. Spider-Man Brand New Day is scheduled to release on July 31st, 2026 as part of Phase 6 of Marvel Cinematic Universe. It marks the 4th Spider-Man solo film starring Tom Holland and the 38th overall MCU entry. This film is directed by Dustin Daniel Cretton with a screenplay by longtime Spider-Man scriber Chris McKenna and Eric Summers. It picks up after the multiverse chaos of the previous trilogy and positions Peter back in the street level hero in New York City. So
I like that you're doing that.
Yeah, if you're paying attention to all of it, like Mark Ruffalo is going to be in it. So they're saying that Savage Hulk is coming back. The big bad guy is going to be Mr. Negative. They are going to be using the Scorpion. So they introduced the Scorpion in Homecoming. He's coming back. The dude from Better Call Saul is coming back to play Scorpion. You're getting Punisher in it. So it's going to be no, not Bob Odenkirk.
No.
What's the guy's name in Better Call Saul? I can't think of the henchman he plays in Better Call Saul.
The guy from the parking garage. That guy.
No, he was Scorpion in the first movie, or in the first movie.
Varga. His name's
Nacho. Thank you, Nacho Varga.
The actor is Michael Mando.
Oh, Michael Mando. Okay.
You think Mr. Negative is boring as the bad guy? I think it's kind of cool. I think that's how we're gonna get Savage Hulk back, because he's gonna be Professor Hulk, and I think Mr. Negative is going to corrupt him and turn him into Savage Hulk, and he's gonna force Spider-Man and Punisher to have to fight the Hulk at some point. So I'm surprised, like they dropped all this stuff, and then Brand New Day they just started releasing information, and like it really feels like Fantastic Four isn't doing as hot as they thought it was going to do, and they're really trying to get people to pay attention to the MCU because they've got big money riding on the next 2 Avengers movies. And I think it's safe to say that if Spider-Man doesn't do big numbers in the box office and the next 2 Avengers movies don't do big numbers in the box office, the MCU might cease to exist before we know it.
Yeah, I think they have a little bit of work ahead of them if this doesn't go as planned.
Yeah, it's and I'm surprised. Sam, did you see Fantastic Four yet?
Yeah, I did.
Did you like Fantastic Four?
I liked it. I liked the Superman better, but
better.
It was pretty good.
What was the difference for you? What did you? What did they go about it that didn't connect to you?
I think just as like a main character, Mr. Fantastic is really nerdy, really dweeby. The thing that really bothered me was their plan to save the planet, and I was like, this is way too much. You're doing way too much, man. Why don't you just get rid of Galactus instead of moving? Well, whatever I don't want to say too much about the plan. But
yeah, I get you. Yeah.
The plan is like way overdone, and then the plan gets frustrated, and then they end up just doing what they should have done from the start. Like, okay, that was a little too much, but otherwise it was good. I liked it. I'm not saying it was bad, but I liked Superman better because I thought Superman struck a really good tone. I thought the message of it was really powerful, and I came out feeling much more optimistic, much more excited after Superman than I did Fantastic Four.
Awesome. What do you think of this, Matt? What Fresh here says? You can build up Norman for 3
movies leading to Dark Avengers. Norman Osborn has been overdone, I think. He was in the Garfield movies. He was the main, bad guy in the Maguire movie, and then he was done in No Way Home. If you're going to bring in... Here's the thing. I think you're going to find out moving into Doomsday that there's certain people that he who remains removed from the sacred timeline, which is our 616 current MCU timeline. And I think that's why we don't have X-Men in this universe at this point, because the X-Men were removed. And I think that's why we don't have a Doctor Doom in this universe, because he was removed. I think the Fantastic Four used to be part of this universe, and they were removed into a different timeline. And maybe that's why we don't have a Norman Osborn in this. I think to get to Norman Osborn, we would have to have like a Secret Wars-esque event where Doctor Doom creates Battleworld, and in creating Battleworld, now a version of Norman Osborn exists in this universe, and you could do that through the next 2 Spider-Man movies. I think that would be okay. But if you're trying to get Willem Dafoe to come back and do 4 more movies, like, and build him up to lead the Dark Avengers, I don't know if you're pulling that off.
Right.
Right.
I mean, it would be, if so, it would be a good time maybe to change to someone else. But could you? It'd probably be too late to actually introduce somebody else to do that.
To be Norman?
Yeah.
No, I think you could in this universe. I think you could recast. Like, there was a lot of talk for a long time. Speculation was that it was going to be Matthew McConaughey was going to be the MCU's Norman Osborn, which I think would be cool. I get what you're saying, that the current day comic Norman has not been done, but to the normies, like, Norman Osborn's been done. He's been overdone. Like, you want to see new, like, if they wanted to finally bring in Hobgoblin or something like that. Because I mean, you've already gotten 2 incarnations. Well, really 3. You got the No Way Home Green Goblin. You got the Harry Osborn Green Goblin twice. And then you got the Norman Osborn Green Goblin. So Green Goblin's been done in almost every Spider-Man franchise so far. So I think you step back from him. And if you want to reintroduce Norman Osborn in the MCU through Battleworld or however the world's going to change after the events of Secret Wars, cool. And I would not enjoy Norman Osborn if he was dressed up in my mom's lingerie. But I don't know. I think there's a lot at play here in Hulk, not Hulk Hogan. Yeah, I don't know, man. I
don't know. They could do a Hulk Hogan like weekend at Spider-Man's.
Brother, they could. They just remade Naked Gun. Why not remake Weekend at Bernie's, right? And have it be Hulk Hogan or Ozzy Osbourne. Weekend at Ozzy's.
I don't know. Now I'm kind of on board with the weekend at Spider-Man's now with Hulk Hogan. I'm sold.
Bonesaw's Revenge, and this time it's just Hulk Hogan instead of Randy Savage.
All right, now we're going to talk about some.
Yeah, now we're going. Well, we got a little bit more. I'll go back. I'll go to Rob and I'll go back. So Rob Liefeld, he says he knows exactly how to save comics in the comic industry.
Me.
Yeah, and it's what people want. So he sat down with Screen Rant at San Diego Comic-Con, and he stated that he firmly believes the future of the comic industry will rely on direct-to-consumer models, which he argues is more of a reflection of what people want, and that they're losing faith in the comic book store, and they want to get books in higher grade, higher quality. So they're looking for more direct-to-consumer options like Whatnot, his store, like J. Scott Campbell. Like, we have all these store exclusives, and like, it seems like every artist now has their own store. So like J. Scott Campbell has his own store, Scotty Young has his own store. So he says that, and he firmly believes that he can save comics because he's got the manpower and the money and the ability to sell his books direct to consumer through Whatnot, through his website, and that he's doing so with Youngbloods, his relaunch of Youngbloods. He's going to sell it direct to consumer, and other creator-owned properties like Kickstarter, people who do it on Kickstarter and things like that. So what do you guys think? Do you think that the world is moving towards wanting more a direct-to-consumer approach, and that the comic book store is becoming obsolete? Or do you think that Rob is just being Rob here?
I think Rob's just being Rob. It's too hard if every book in every place was like direct. You'd have to go to like, you go to a comic book store because all your books are there. You know what I mean? It's a one-stop for the most part shop, unless you want these special things that they're only selling on their personal websites like Rob and stuff. But like, so now you'd be going to, Rob's shop, you'd be going to, this shop, you'd be going to this place, Image to get the book. It would be too much for the consumer to do when you could just go to your comic book shop and they have all your different books and publishers and titles there already. I mean, if it's online, you can, we can do direct and we can click and pick now and it could be shipped to us. But like to have them spread out, nobody's going to want to do that.
And I think that you got a question about print runs too, because then when you go direct to consumer, much like t-shirts, you have print to order books. So you're not going to be like, oh, I'm going to print 1,000 of these books. I'm just going to print to order. So when you order it, you can order what cover you want on it. And then that's how X amount I'm going to send to the printer. I'm sure the printers probably have a deal like you have to order so many, but like then you get into print count questions and like I don't know if it's easy for Rob to do because he could, being Youngbloods, I think it's still coming through Image. So Image being an independent creator, he doesn't have to necessarily go with their publishers, and he could just get all the books sent to himself and then
it's a few of his covers and that's it. Like him selling us his books direct is not going to save comics.
No,
it's going to keep money in his pocket.
Yeah, exactly. And I think like creator own stuff works, but if you're like Marvel or DC and you're pumping out your bi-weekly issue of Amazing Spider-Man and you're not going to expect your artist to try and sit there or expect Marvel to go on Whatnot or eBay Live or whatever and try and sell these books direct to consumer, or expect you to go online and buy them like that. Like I think.
Could you imagine that? Like even more hustling. Yeah. Hi, I'm the writer of blah blah blah. Now I have to go in here and peddle my book so I can actually, so we can actually get some money here. Like it's a lot of extra work. When you could just go to the you read.
He's not gonna want to do extra work. He doesn't want to do the work he does now.
I mean, like they shouldn't have to. Writers and artists and stuff shouldn't have to. They shouldn't have to go on all these different places to peddle their books. Like I could see their exclusives, like Rob, or like Mark Spears. He's, you know what I mean. He's the stuff you can get off his website and stuff. I could see that, but having to just, I don't know. It just seems like a lot of work.
My thing too is like, so you have to give, if you're gonna like do direct to consumers, so you'd expect that like whenever you get a book, say Amazing Spider-Man 1 or whatever, you get a handful of artists that do different variants. So I'm sure like if they're gonna do direct consumer, Marvel would have to sell a certain number of those variants on their website and whatever site they're going to go to. And then also you'd expect that artist to be doing that as well. Like it means every artist in the game would have to be on Whatnot now or eBay Live or Kickstarter or whatever it is to peddle their comics. Or you'd have to go to like, J. Scott Campbell's website and get his variant covers, or Scotty Young's, or like, I think the direct to consumer market works for like variants if you want that variant, but an overall like experience where to say that the comic book store is obsolete and that direct to consumer is the way to go, when you're just looking for a standard issue of Amazing Spider-Man, how many fans are you going to drive into the digital space now and just decide, okay, well, I'm not going to wait and go physical anymore because I'm not going to order this book and wait 6 months for it to come in. I'll just read it now online and keep it in my iPad or Kindle or Fire tablet or whatever, and screw the physical. Like comic books,
and that makes it hard for the weekly reader,
right? And the comic books are still one of those physical media forms that are still sell very well for the most part. But
because it's easy to go to the comic book store and forget that, I need to re-pick up that book I was reading that you didn't put on your pull list because you weren't sure about it. It's easy to forget by the time you get back to the comic book store that you read it and you wanted to do it again.
Mm-hmm.
And Dungeon's got a good point. I'm not going to sit on Whatnot so I can find, Amazing Spider-Man 27 so I can read it.
Right. And still, like, a comic book shop is your one-stop shop, because if I go in there, and I know a lot of people, myself included at times, and I know Kyle's done it, I'm sure Styx has done it, where you see a book and you're like, oh, all right, yeah, I need to pick that up. But then you're like, oh man, this, for instance, Liber Mayho cover or Art Germ cover or Delato cover on this book is really cool too. And before you know it, you're buying 2-3 copies of that same book because of just the cover. If you have to go searching all over online to get these different covers, you're not going to do that, and sales are going to take a hit. Yeah, there you go. Phineas and Ferb Fantastic Four, or look at the blind bag craze, like with Battle Beast, and now they're even going to do a blind bag for the Punisher, and they're going to do a blind bag for the new Batman, the Matt Fraction Batman #1 reboot that's coming out. And it's I just think that, like, for Rob and creator own stuff of people, young bloods, like, I don't think people are clamoring for young bloods #1. So you're going to get Rob's hardcore fans that are either
all 5 of them.
Yeah, that are either A, there to troll him, or B, actually there to buy his stuff, going and doing that. So of course Youngblood is going to sell, because he's going to sell right to his audience. He's not reaching people that aren't Rob Liefeld fans. Like, I can't tell you the last time I went into a store and was like, oh man, I need to have this Rob Liefeld variant cover. It probably never happened.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not. It's going to be good for him to line his pockets. It will. And hey, good for him. But for for someone like me that's not going to do that, that's not beneficial.
But then, but like, back to Dungeon's point too, then you have question of, like, bots. So people setting up bots online. So the minute these drops go live on these artist websites, they just buy them all out. Then you can't get them in the corners market, and you're going to pay double, triple, quadruple the price on the secondary market. So I don't know. I think this is just, I agree with Kyle, Rob being Rob. And I think direct to consumer is a good addition to the space, but I don't think it's a replacement for your traditional comic book shop.
Yeah.
He's the used car. Yeah.
And here's the thing, like, if you want to be a millionaire without the help of a publisher, you're going to have to put in a lot of work and market it in all these different places. Like,
and spend a lot of your own money.
And he's already done a lot of the work, because he has the name stake behind him.
Yeah, but he had to go in with publishers, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And they promoted him, and that helped him get a big name.
Yeah,
big head too, by the way. But
started Image, yeah.
Took a lot of work.
He did all the work. Now, now he can make the money off of it. But for a lot of these other people, they're not going to be able to do that nowadays.
No.
Yeah, it's a saturated space, right? So it's really tough to get the good content to go to the top without an editor or publisher kind of filtering that for everybody.
Well, like Mark Spears, take Mark Spears. He's one of the hottest artists in the game right now. And would he even be at that point without Keenspot? Keenspot's kind of, that lower, lesser known comic book publisher that a lot of stores don't buy heavily on until Mark Spears came on board. But, like, he was doing, correct me if I'm wrong, Styx, he was doing art cards and trying to get monsters made long before Keemstar, but Keenspot picked him up. So without that boost from Keenspot, he would not be probably where he is today. Like, and people going nuts for his art, he wouldn't be.
He and by his own admission has said, had I kept doing just the cards, I would not be making. I still wouldn't be making any money.
Mm-hmm.
Keenspot pushed his art out into the public eye, and yes, it blew up. I mean,
I heard it was just because of
Dom. Dom and Bruce. one glazes, the other just the hype man. Without a publisher to put your art out, you're trying to push something through a million other things
Yeah.
on your own, and me as a single person wouldn't be able to push something I can do out because there's so many other people out there that do that. But if you have a company behind you who can put it to the forefront so everyone else can see it, that's where you're going good.
Yeah.
So now Rob, now we've already said that Rob, yes, he's got his name recognition. He's got a brand name. But still you have to go out and be able to pay printers and publishers. You know, they're not just going to say, "Oh, yeah, Rob, we'll take that and do it for free for you." You know, that's not how business works. He still has to do some work, even though he's Rob Liefeld.
Yeah, right. I am curious to see if his plan works out. So,
I'd be curious to see if it even goes off the ground. So
he's got his fans. I mean, he's got his fans.
He's going to keep selling his books. I think he just likes to open his mouth and words come out.
That's
kind of what, you know what I mean? I think that's kind of what it is.
I mean, I think he can only put it best in his own words, you know?
Get the hell out of here with that shit.
I'm technically not an educated person.
Yep, he is.
You know, like, good on you, Rob. Like, I hope he's got his fans and he'll sell, but he's not going to probably sell like he would in a standard LCS.
Man, we should make a meme. It's Rob and then the comic book industry, and he's like this.
Yeah, just holding it up.
Yeah, and it's like you can see it cracking and crumbling and like dirt falling in pieces.
That Hulk cover.
Yes, that's it. We could do the Hulk Rob Liefeld homage cover.
Rob Liefeld single-handedly saving the comic book industry since the 90s.
Good for him. All right.
But yeah, that's where Rob's at, thinking that direct to consumer is what everybody wants. It's what a girl wants and it's what a girl needs. But I don't know if that's technically the case, Robbie boy. I understand that that's probably where you have to go since you've pissed off just about everybody in the comic book industry.
Right.
Every publisher you've pissed off. You've come on, you're bitching about Kevin Feige at Marvel and how you're never going to work there now. Then DC doesn't want anything to do with you. Then you go on here mocking McFarlane. So Image probably doesn't want that much to do with you. You're kind of running out of places to go. Before you know it, you're going to be on IDW, or I'm sure you probably have demand too big of a monetary per page for IDW to be able to afford you because they can't afford Jason Aaron's anymore. But who knows? That's probably why you have to go direct consumer, because you're out here pissing everybody else off. But that's all right, because your fans will provide, and that's
so buy your shit.
Absolutely. But all right, going on back, we got some news from San Diego Comic-Con too that Ultimate End Game is coming. The final issues of Ultimate Spider-Man are revealed. Essentially, Marvel's setting up to end their Ultimate Universe that they just started, a year ago, 2 years ago, or 2 years ago in 2023. So since its creation in 2023, Marvel's new Ultimate Universe has taken the industry by storm with its bold reinnovations of Spider-Man, Black Panther, the Avengers, X-Men, and more. Ultimate Spider-Man writer and the visionary mind behind the Ultimate Universe, Jonathan Hickman, Marvel Comics editor-in-chief CB Zabliskie, Ultimate editor Willa Moss, Ultimate writer Dennis Camp, and Ultimate Wolverine writer Chris Condon shed light on the future of the best-selling line with exciting first looks, the reveal of the final issue of Ultimate Spider-Man, and the official announcement for Ultimate Endgame, a 5-year part event series by Dennis Camp, Jonas Scarf, and more, launching in December. Jonathan Hickman and Marco, I'm going to butcher the shit out of this, Shishados. Yep, nailed it.
Nailed it.
During Spider-Man saga reach its planned conclusion in Ultimate Spider-Man 24. Fans should prepare themselves for the startling final that will cement the run as one of the most beloved Spider-Man runs in the recent history, packed with dramatic and shocking developments for the entire Parker family.
No, he
Peter,
does
Mary
not.
Jane, Richard, May, and Uncle Ben, along with Harry Osborn, Gwen Stacy, and more. The issue will also create promising roadmaps for future storytelling. This was everything that I pitched, Hickman explained. Nothing was deviated. It's been really nice to execute the plan well, and everything culminating into this final issue. Fans of the Ultimate Universe are going to love it. It's been a real pleasure being the writer of Ultimate Spider-Man. So, I mean, 2 years, that's a long time to be on the book, especially for Hickman.
Oh yeah.
But I really think that this is just going to be what they're doing with this book is they're running it in real time. So it's like, I think we got like it was supposed to be like 6 months till the maker woke up or something like that. So we're come November, December, we're right there where the maker is going to wake up and they're going to have to defend the universe, this new universe against the maker. And I think what's essentially going to happen is it's just going to be a reboot. They're going to reset, and the Ultimate Universe, we know how Marvel likes to start books over at number 1. They're just going to reset it, all a bunch of new number 1s. And so we'll get a new creative team on all these Ultimate books, Ultimate Spider-Man, the Ultimates. We'll get a whole new creative team, and Hickman won't be in the charge of this universe. So we'll get a new Ultimate Universe is what I think is going to happen, and what kind of sounds like is going to happen. Especially
the
by
Ultimate Universe.
Yeah, especially by his quote of it's going to create a promising roadmap for future storytelling. So, like, Ultimate Man is one of Marvel's yeah, it's one of Marvel's hottest books. It makes no sense to just end it at 25 issues or 24 issues, other than to reboot it with a different creative team. So, hopefully, it stays good. But that was some big news coming out of San Diego. I'm sad because I've really enjoyed Ultimate Spider-Man.
What they should do is kind of just put it on the back burner. Don't reboot it for a while, but use it later for some other kind of event to bring something else to get going. Instead of automatically just starting over, like wait.
Mm-hmm.
Give it time to marinate, fizzle, become part of the, Marvel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then use that later down the line as a new story to pick up off of.
Yeah, I agree. But we'll see what Reed Richards, aka the Meat Maker, does in this beautiful film or beautiful conclusion to this great storyline. Moving on, the 90s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie is returning to theaters to celebrate its 35th anniversary. Yes, the original 90s Turtle movie is returning to theaters to celebrate its 35th anniversary. Fathom Events will host screenings from August 16th through August 20th, 2025. In addition to the movie, a special feature called Turtles Unmasked will be shown, featuring never-before-seen footage, extended deleted scenes, and behind-the-scenes footage with director Steve Barnon.
That's going to be everywhere?
It'll be like AMC's.
I'm going to have to break my no movie rule, my no theater rule, and go see this.
Me too. I was 6 when this movie came out, so like I never got to see it in theaters. I got to see it bootlegged. Well, my grandfather bootlegged it from Blockbuster Video on a blank VHS for me, and I watched the crap out of it. So I will definitely have to go watch this in theaters.
I went with a buddy. I was 7 years old. I went and saw it. My mom had to go see it with us. She hated it so much that she just let us go see 2 and 3 by ourselves. She was like, I'll just buy you tickets. I'm not watching through it.
There you go.
I feel like this movie still holds up today.
It is awesome. It is such a good show.
Although now that the internet, lovely internet, points out the scene where Donatello and April are standing in the bathroom when Raph wakes up and he starts laughing and you see the dude's eyes through his mouth. I can't ever unsee that now. Can't ever unsee it. It's always creepy every time I see it. But
I'm kind of excited for this.
Me too.
I wish The only thing that would make this better is if Corey Feldman came out and put on a live performance of like the theme
Yes,
song.
we got like a couple song concert.
Yes.
Did you guys ever have Ninja Turtles ice cream? They
Yeah,
did
the
like they did
gumball
all
ice.
that stuff. No,
I remember the cereal.
It was like a yellow and green ice cream out of a bucket. But after Ninja
Oh,
Turtles
yummy.
came out, my local Fry's, the local Kroger, was serving. They had an ice cream counter, and you could get Ninja Turtles ice cream, and it was green and yellow, and it had bubble gum pieces that were purple and blue and red and orange in it. And it was so we went to go see Ninja Turtles 2, and then we went and got Ninja Turtles ice cream. It was the best.
I didn't have that. I had the ice cream bars that were green with the color, and then they had the gumball ice.
Not my gumball eyes.
We had back in Michigan, we had something called Superman ice cream, which was like multiple different colors and of ice cream. And I think you could still get it here at Water and Ice.
Dungeon Crawler Kevin, yeah, they had
the
Ninja
green,
Turtle pies.
the green fruit pies. Yeah,
green pies. We had a Ninja Turtle day where they would give us packs of Ninja Turtle trading cards they were like stills from the movies. And I still have them around here somewhere. I just gotta dig them up. But I had the full movie, like every card with all the stills from the movie, and they would serve you those like green cream pies.
I bet you love a green.
Yeah,
cream
baby.
pie, don't you?
The pies were a little weird, but it was all right.
The good old green cream pie.
I'm kind of stoked for this.
Yeah, I'm too. I'm super stoked to see this. But if you're super stoked to see this, well, Tim Burton's Batman and Batman Returns are returning to theaters later this month for one night only, when they'll screen in Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos for the first time. Fans of The Dark Knight who never got the opportunity to see Tim Burton's Batman movie on the big screen are in luck unless they happen to have plans on August 25th. Batman and Batman Returns are returning to theaters for one night engagement later this month, exclusively at Dolby Cinemas locations. So your AMCs. The remastered version of the movie will play at over 160 Dolby Cinemas at AMC theaters locations across North America. This marks the first time both films will be presented in Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos.
I don't know if I can do the theater twice in a week.
I don't know, man. Batman and Batman Returns on the big screen, and then you walk next door and you see turtles. You get yourself a little cream pie in between. Tyson cold as ice too, colder than the ice here. Wednesday Addams is looking a bit like Jared Leto.
Fuck.
She shaved her eyebrows a little bit.
Oh,
a little bit. I'd say a lot of bit. She looks like the dude from that movie Powder now.
Jeez.
Shaved off his eyebrows.
She better fucking grow them back, dumbass.
She looks like Pamela Anderson in the new Naked Gun movie.
All right. Who we got next?
That's it. Now we're going to hand it over to Sam for some bigger news in anime. Watch your ears.
Hey, big news in anime. Let's kick it off. K-pop Demon Hunters is all the rage. If you haven't seen it, your neighbor's kids certainly have. And news out of Netflix is that they are not only going to do multiple sequels, animated sequels to the movie, but they also want to expand into a live-action stage musical, a live-action remake, a television series, and as much of the stuff as they can cram off of this as possible. Word on the street is they still have a lot of songs left. They composed something like 30 songs for both bands. both the Saja Boys and the Huntrix. So
For this show,
for this show,
they have
They
a
only
bunch
use-
of okay.
they only use 6. So there's still 24 songs left on the table, not to mention how many more they could put together. So get ready for a lot more of the Huntrix K-pop Demon Hunters coming your way.
I saw something that said they're even potentially going to do a live action version of this.
Yeah. What do you know? Live action stage musical, live action remake,
Yeah.
television series, and more.
Crazy.
I like the show. I've seen it a few times. My youngest daughter, she has seen it probably 20 times.
Oh yeah, I said not last week, but the week before that. Logan, my daughter, watches this like crazy. Watches it daily.
Yeah.
Is it it's a movie?
Yeah, it's on. I think it's made by the same studio. It's made by Sony's Animation, the same studio that did Into the Spider-Verse.
It has that same kind of
Yeah.
style where they lower frame rate appearance. But it's pretty good.
Good luck, Ed. We're pulling for you.
All right, next up. Demon Slayer Infinity Castle announced a special surprise for fans watching the film. So in Japan, they're handing out this poster on the right. And usually what happens is the first showing of the English American theaters will hand out the same thing, but translated in English. So chances are there's going to be a poster or other gift that you can pick up when you go see this on the first opening weekend. Supplies are obviously going to be limited, but as long as you're there early, you probably get your hands on something like this. They do have another image that they're also planning to give out to American theaters, American audiences, that is different than the movie poster. It's actually a still from the movie itself. So if you like to get your hands on free stuff when you go see anime movies, make sure you're there for the first weekend.
So I will tell you, at the panel, the director and all that said that this is a scene. This poster is a scene right out of the movie.
Yeah, there's a fight between Tanjiro and the other Hashira and this upper level demon. He's the one that killed
Water demon.
Rengoku on the demon train. If you saw Mugen Train, this is the demon. This is the rematch against the demon that killed Rengoku.
Okay. I did see
And
that.
they had the chick who sings the theme song for Demon Slayer there. She did like 2 songs. She did the main theme song to Demon Slayer and then a new original song for the movie.
She did it live?
Yeah, she did. She sang it live.
That's
awesome.
fucking cool as shit.
That's
And
awesome.
then, like I said, they showed the first 13 minutes of the movie, which really wasn't a lot happening in it.
I imagine it's just slowly starting to do that build up, right?
Well, what happens?
Kind of get you in your groove.
Yeah.
It picks up where the last episode of the regular season left off. So at the end of the last season, they were falling into the Infinity Castle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of falling and then fighting like demons and running and falling some more. And yeah.
That's how I feel right now.
That's pretty much what they showed.
But yeah, the word on the street, this is going to be a phenomenal movie. It already is lighting up the theaters in Japan. So I'm looking forward to this. It's going to hit our theater in November.
I've seen articles too that said that this is already like the most pirated movie of 2025.
Already?
Yeah.
Already, no.
Damn.
All right, next up.
Awesome. I'm kind of stoked.
David Dastmalchian is known to American audiences already for his roles in the Suicide Squad and Ant-Man and all the other movies that he's in.
Mm-hmm.
Also
Hey,
a
the
new-
polka dot man.
He's our new M. Bison.
And he's going to be M. Bison. That's right. But he's also in One Piece, the Netflix live action series, as Mr. 3. And what he was in an interview with CBR during Comic-Con, and he let us in on a little bit of the inside scoop. For those of you who are familiar with the source material, this probably isn't a surprise, but he says, I get to be Mr. Galdino, other words, Mr. 3. It's so crazy. One Piece is a big deal at my house. My son read every manga. We've watched all the anime, and the live action is so incredibly well done, staying very reverent to Eiichiro Oda's original ideas. What happens when the Straw Hats show up at Little Garden and how Mr. 3 has been sent by Mr. Zero to take care of business. It's scary in a way that I don't think season 1 was. Very violent, incredible visuals.
So this kid gets mad at him. I hate Mr. 3. It's worst. Like who to is that which kid told that to, I think it was like Chris Pratt or someone.
That's funny. I hadn't heard that story. But yeah, Mr. 3 is like one of the big villains on Little Garden. So he's probably going to be the big bad of the first half of the season. And then they're going to make their way to Drum Island for the later half of the season. And of course, Walpole is the big bad of the last half. So, I would say he's correct. The violence does pick up pretty dramatically in the early part of the Grand Line. So, I'm really looking forward to this. It sounds like it's going to be a good adaptation and go even further than season 1 went.
All right, guys, I'm going to take off. I'm hurting.
All right, Kyle, take it easy, man.
I'll see you later. I'll see you guys next week, hopefully.
All right, sounds good.
Right.
All right, next up. This is kind of anime leaking into the real world. In recent days, Luffy's flag has seemingly been raised by many Indonesian citizens week before this big celebration for the country. Indonesian Deputy House Speaker and Gerindra Party executive Sufmi Dasko Ahmad disparaged the raising of the Jolly Roger next to the country's flag via an official statement. This is not a coincidence. There is a coordinated attempt to divide the nation. Let's stand united. We must collectively resist such actions. Not everyone wants Indonesia to advance. As we grow, there will always be those who oppose it. Let's unite and push back. What is happening is the government in Indonesia is not very popular with all of its citizens. And the citizens who oppose the government are raising the one-piece Jolly Roger with the straw hat pirate logo as a way to, as kind of a peaceful protest against the government to say, hey, we want freedom and you're not giving us freedom. And the government is looking at cracking down on that while kind of the opposition parties are saying, look, this is a peaceful protest. There's nothing wrong with raising a one-piece flag. It's just their way of expressing displeasure. If you crack down, it's going to get worse. And it's kind of a fascinating thing where now life is imitating art, and I'm kind of hoping it catches on. I feel like the Luffy Jolly Roger, the Straw Hat Jolly Roger means a lot to a lot of people, and I wouldn't mind seeing more of it. And that kind of attitude where people are clamoring for freedom against tyranny. So it's a good thing. And that'll bring us to our manga of the week is Chainsaw Man. We got name dropped in Chainsaw Man. This first panel on the left. So the story in part 2 has been pretty interesting. We have one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, the War Devil, trying to get Denji to obtain some fantastic powers. In other words, the gun devil and the nuclear bomb devil. But the thing is that when Chainsaw Man consumes a devil, that item is taken from the earth and forgotten. And he ate the nuclear bomb devil, and so everyone had forgotten what nuclear weapons were. But in the last chapter, America reinvented nuclear weapons from scratch. And so the War Devil remembers the nuclear weapons and says, of course, I remember everything now. I don't love Denji. I'm in love with America. So Denji gets kind of tossed by the wayside, and the War Devil ends up putting on a new costume that's meant to represent kind of her American spirit, but it's all about the war side of America, which is the side that we want to diminish. But very interesting kind of political statement from Chainsaw Man about the state of things. So there you have it. That's it for the big news in anime. Now we can move. I don't have anything new for Fidel. He's going to be here in October. I think I mentioned that 2 weeks ago, but he's going to be here in October, and hopefully we get some new footage of Fidel in his new bod going crazy on the dodgeball court.
Is he going to resurrect his wife?
That I doubt. I doubt he's going to be resurrecting her. Maybe he'll get some real touch with some real people. I have one highlight from dodgeball. This actually came from, let's go to the photo. This comes from our tournament last Saturday. I was facing off against the guy. He had a ball in his hand, and I hit him in the chest, and he went to go catch the ball, but he dropped one of the balls. They called it a catch, and I'm like, that doesn't sit well with me. First off, the ball that he held on to was the ball he already had.
Right. I can see that.
So I don't think it's a catch at all, but you can see the ball pop out.
You see the ball hit the ground by his feet and bounce away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what I think happened is there's a really high-pitched voice in the background, and it's one of the guys. he's got like this really high-pitched voice. He's a big dude. So his voice doesn't really match his body, but he was like our main antagonist. They were rooting against us because we had some really good players on our team, and they were rooting for the underdog. So we got people kind of chanting against us. So anyway, this guy is like, "It was a catch! It was a catch!" It just sounds like Mickey Mouse. I'm telling you. It was a catch. And I think he was influencing the refs because the refs were not very good, quite honestly. But
yeah, that's
a
best shot right there. Homeboy should be out.
He should be out. I was like, no way, you're out.
Bink. Yeah, that ain't no catch unless there's a ball coming in from behind him.
No, what he's saying that he did was that he launched the ball that was in his hand. He dropped the ball that was in his hand and caught mine. And I was like, that's not what happened.
No, that's not what happens. He palms it with the other hand. You can see him do it. What a scumbag. Was this Cactus League?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they were fighting for their survival. So, sometimes people, it shouldn't matter that much, but it's like,
yeah,
just be honest. Like, why do you sell your integrity for so little? Like, there's no prize.
I'll be honest with you. That's some blurry footage. I expect like Bigfoot or an alien to walk past the background or something.
Well, I didn't have my camera up because my tripod got broken. And
no.
I had to rip that from Cactus's footage. But I got a new tripod, so I won't miss any more footage. I also had footage from I had some footage from this Thursday, but nobody did anything exciting. It was very boring footage, so I just tossed it. Hopefully we have something better.
Womp womp.
Boring bastards.
That's it from anime and dodgeball and high fidelity. And now we can move on to the next bit.
We can move on to a mega character matchup, but we'll just keep letting Sam just keep going. And Sam, who's our matchup this week?
We have the guy from Bleach. Gosh, what is his name? Why is it escaping me? He's from Bleach, and then we've also got Nightcrawler. All right, so let's see. This guy.
This guy from Bleach.
The guy from Bleach is a tactical thinker. He's got an 85 out of 100 intelligence. His strength is not bad, but it's not really his focus. It's a 40 out of 100. His speed is 75 out of 100. He uses the Quincy Flash step, which is like, it's like tap dancing, but it's really fast. He has a 60 out of 100 for durability, an 80 out of 100 for power, mostly in the form of spiritual pressure, and an 80 out of 100 for combat. His special abilities, Antithesis. He can reverse damage between himself and an opponent. Reishi manipulation. He absorbs and shapes spiritual particles into weapons. Blut Vene enhances defense by manipulating blood flow with spiritual energy. And Sail Schneider vibrates at 3 million times per second to weaken Reishi bonds.
His name is Uryu Ishida.
Uryu Ishida. Yeah,
Uryu.
that's Uryu.
Uryu Ishida.
All right. Next up, we got Nightcrawler, who's back again on a 1 to 7 scale. I thought we were doing this out of 10.
It should be 1 to 10. I don't know what Chat GPT is doing here.
1 out of 7 scale. Okay, so 3 out of 7 intelligence, so average. Strength is 2 out of 10, below average. Speed is as high as it gets. Speed, thanks to his teleportation. Durability, 2 out of 10, pretty low. Energy projection, almost non-existent. Fighting skills, 5 out of 10. Special powers, he can teleport up to several miles with the Bamf cloud. He has a prehensile tail. He can crawl on walls. He has night vision and camouflage. And a bunch of little mini night crawlers, too. It's like Cell. All right, here we go. Here's the scenario. All right. The battleground is a warped space-time corridor created from Quincy Reishi colliding with mutant teleportation residue. Reality flickers as both combatants prepare for a high-stakes clash of high-speed strategy. Nightcrawler starts with hit-and-run tactics, teleporting unpredictably between fragments of crumbling space. Uryu adapts quickly, tracing Reishi trails to predict Kurt's bamfing patterns. With sniper-like precision, he counters with arrows laced with Reishi disruption energy. Nightcrawler scores a tail sweep and a blade graze, briefly staggering Uryu. Uryu enters the Volstanding, his Reishi wings spreading wide, flooding the corridor with radiant spiritual pressure. He uses his Zeal Schneider to establish the corridor wall, or to destabilize the corridor walls, limiting Kurt's teleport zones. Nightcrawler then teleports behind Uryu, attempting a knockout blow, but Uryu activates Antithesis, reversing all damage from the last strike. The spiritual backlash stuns Nightcrawler mid-teleportation, leaving a faint trail, a path Uryu reads in milliseconds. Uryu unleashes a charged Heilig File, pinning Kurt mid-jump as time-space convulses around them. With his analytical prowess, ability to manipulate spiritual terrain, and damage reversal, Uryu Ishida trumps Nightcrawler's raw agility and instinctual combat style. So your winner is Uryu from Blue
All
Tech
right. Let's see who our next combatant is.
Wolverine versus Uryu.
That should be a good fight. Go ahead and remove Wolverine. So I have to come back next week to find out, will Wolverine take down Hootie Hoo? Call him Hootie Hoo.
Hooty hoo, hooty hoo.
All right. That brings us the best and worst covers of the week. Kicking us off for the best worst covers of the week. This week we have this Absolute Superman number 10, Giuseppe Camacoli cardstock cover. Not sure what's going on with Soup's face there.
Kind of looks like a My Hero Academia.
Yeah, it does kind of look like All
Yeah,
Might,
it
doesn't
does.
it?
Looks like All Might or something.
Yeah.
Endeavor, maybe.
Not great. Although I'll be honest, there's not a lot of terrible covers this week, but there's a lot of really good covers this week. But looks like a Taco Bell cover. Potentially, yeah. I didn't even think about the Taco Bell cover. But definitely Not great.
Definitely not the best.
No.
Definitely.
This Donkey Kong game is amazing. Nice dungeon crawler.
Is that what this cover reminds you of? Is Donkey Kong Unlimited Country or whatever it's called? Donkey Kong Bonanza. That's what it's Bonanza.
Then we got Daredevil Cold Day in Hell #3. This 1 in 25 Steve McNiven variant. I kind of wonder if McNiven, because he's done great art, especially on like Civil War and things like that. I wonder if he's purposely trying to channel his inner Frank Miller just to kind of give those vibes. But this looks like she's kind of like jumping in the air to try and fart in your face.
I can tell if she's supposed to be wearing shoes because you can still see her toes.
She's got them toe shoes.
Oh, yeah, ninja toe shoes. Where you can see all 5 toes.
She's jumping on the trampoline with her katana.
Look at Matt rip through the Giuseppe Camicoli name, yeah?
Nice.
Giuseppe.
Hooked on Phonics worked for me once. But not great. And then we got this cover B for World Tree #16. It's Paul Azaceta variant. And I'm disappointed because I really like Azaceta as an artist. I thought he did really good on Robert Kirkman's Outcast. I have an original Spider-Man he's drawn. I usually love his art, but not so much on this cover. This cover is a giant letdown.
You don't like the negative space?
I like most negative space covers, but I feel like the simplicity here and like this gun, like what is like it looks like it's almost photoshopped in there. It doesn't look drawn in there. It looks like maybe it's AI'd in there or photoshopped in. It doesn't necessarily look drawn to me.
Well, yeah, I mean, it stands in stark contrast to the very simple rendering of the person and the tattoos, right? You've got the negative space arm holding the gun, and it just doesn't really fit. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Seems
just I mean, like I said, normally I like the negative space stuff like that. Who is it? Is it John Tyler Christopher? No, it's not John Tyler Christopher who does it.
JTC.
Is it JTC? Yeah, you're right. Most of the JTC stuff I like, but I'm just not digging this World Tree.
Yeah, this is too much negative space. There's no outline, like you can't really see the outline.
And then we got this all new Venom #9, Juan Ferreira variant. Listen, I love Juan Ferreira's work, especially what he's doing on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles right now, and all of his turtle covers have been absolute bangers. But my problem with this cover specifically is it's like he killed it with Venom, and then he gets to MJ and he's like, I'm gonna do my best John Romita Jr. impression because his reign looks like John Romita Jr.'s and Mary Jane's face looks like looks bricked up like John Romita Jr. draws.
She looks like Peggy Bundy.
yeah, she kind of does.
She kind of does.
Ow.
Like, I don't know. His art, he usually kills it, but like I said, his MJ just not doing it for me, man.
Yeah, she's got that stink face.
He's like, let me do my best JR impression of drawing Mary Jane. And I wish I had one of JR Spider-Man books with me right now to like do a side-by-side comparison. But that to me, it's like, the Venom's cool. I like the Venom a lot, but then you get to the MJ and it's like, what's with this hand? What's with her face? Yeah, she like I guess you're right. She's got a very Peggy Bundy face.
Mm-hmm.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
This Venom cover is god awful. Yeah. Not Juan's best art. And then moving on to our best covers of the week, we got this 1 in 25 Ryan Brown variant, Ultimate Wolverine #8. I think this is a solid cover. really like this. Are you reading Ultimate Wolverine sticks or no?
No.
No.
Nope.
I think Buffy was saying that he likes the Ultimate stuff. I'm wondering if anybody in the chat is reading Ultimate Wolverine and if you're digging it or not. But I think this cover is pretty awesome. And then we got this Birds of Prey number 24 Kyong cardstock cover. I think this is really cool looking too. Kind of get that mix of anime vibe. I like Black Canary kind of bending over, showing you what she's working with. Definitely showing she's not skipping leg day. She's got the little canary there. She's putting her gloves on very seductively. Good cover there. Then we get a whole slew of J. Scott Campbell. Almost every fucking Marvel book this week has a J. Scott Campbell cover on it. Terry Floyd said, fishnets for the win. Yes, sir. And then we got this Uncanny X-Men
nice.
J. Scott Campbell just spectacular collection variant of Rogue. Like this, but we also got a really nice Argerm cover on this X-Men and this Jubilee with Stanley Argerm Lou variant on it for X-Men 19. Cover of the year for which one? Dungeon Crawler?
I think the last one.
The Rogue? I don't know about that. Or the Canary. Canary, I could see.
Maybe the Canary. Maybe the Canary.
Not the Rogue. Although I do like the J. Scott Campbell Rogue.
Nope.
And then we got another J. Scott Campbell for Amazing Spider-Man number 9. We have the Mary Jane J. Scott Campbell. If you like Mary Jane or J. Scott's Mary Jane stuff.
I like it until you see the close up and her eyes almost look like one going too far into the corner.
Yeah, the canary. Yeah, she kind of got that surprise face, like she just either let one slip out or she
got
she
walked up
gambled gambled on a fart and lost. But good on for J. Scott Campbell making sure to include that thigh gap right there. Probably one of the best drawn thigh gaps.
God bless that man.
Attention to detail.
Yes, sir. And then we got a really sick One World Under Doom number 6, J. Scott Campbell. Just spectacular collection Doom cover.
If you like Mary Jane's thigh gap, you're gonna like this one too.
Yeah. I'm not gonna look up Dr. Doom's skirt to see his thigh gap, but
He's got
really
a nice
good
white
Doom.
pants for you.
Doom's hot right now. He's so hot. Doing his blue steel.
Or just regular steel.
I like J. Scott Campbell. Just wish he would make his females a little thicker. Yeah, there's times where he does, and sometimes where they're paper thin, i.e., this Mary Jane. Then we got this cover B, Suspiria Velchez foil variant for Something's Killing the Children.
That's a nice one.
That was really awesome. Dude, God help you if you're buying books for covers this week, because your wallet is going to be crying. Then we got this cover B Tran Guyan variant on Batgirl 10. You got the stellar cover.
Okay, I like it.
Tyson says Kyle loves a good thigh gap.
Especially on Doom.
And then we got this cover D 1 in 25 Shy Ruby variant on Poison Ivy 35.
I feel like she's pointing right at me.
She is pointing at you.
What I
She's
do.
looking at you, Sticks.
Yeah, what I do.
She wants to know why you're not recycling your cans.
She wants you to want
I
her
do.
Sticks.
Well,
Sticks.
She's like, I know you pulled those weeds in your front yard, and now I'm coming for you.
You threw away that.
I do weed my garden. She's right.
You didn't mulch your lawn clippings.
How dare you weed your front yard?
Nope.
Then we got this Jaegon Yoon variant for Storm number 11. I kind of wondered for a minute if this was AI. But she definitely looks like she's packing some heat down here. There's a storm coming.
There's a storm brewing.
Yeah. It's a good storm cover, though.
Yeah.
And then we got J. Scott Campbell Venom cover for all new Venom number 9. Probably the best cover on this Venom book this week. I think it's really good seeing J. Scott do Venom do something other than females. And then we got this cover B, Ricardo Verderecki variant for DC's Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong 2 number 3. That's a mouthful. Yes, and I'm aware that's what she said. But
Ghidorah?
Yeah.
Ghidorah.
Godzilla versus
Shark.
Ghidorah?
With Harley Quinn on top of King Shark.
That's a good cover. I like it.
Beautiful cover. Beautiful Godzilla cover. Then we got this Lucio Perillo Thundercats number 17 cover. Hey, Mark Spears, that's how you do a Lion-O, my friend.
Looks like Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I still stand by your Mel Gibson Lion-O is not great.
So you like Jean-Claude Van Damme?
I'll take the Jean-Claude Van Damme Lion-O all day, every day over the Mel Gibson Lion-O.
This is the same age as the Jean-Claude Van Damme that dances in Vietnam.
Because he looks like he's about ready to fight, not call and leave racist rants on my voicemail like the Mark Spears, Mel Gibson Lion-O.
Thunder.
And that's it for best and worst covers of the week. Now we're going to roll on to first appearances last week. Last week being the 5th Wednesday in July was not a big week, so there's not a lot of first appearances to go over. We just have 2. Our first one was in the Justice League Dark Tomorrow special. We get the first appearance of a legend, an unknown time traveler, and the first appearance of a future Justice League Batman Beyond, Gold Beetle, Huntress, Marilyn Moonlight, Airwave, Amazing Man, Jonah Hex, and Plastic Man. So this here is your legend, the unknown time traveler, and then we get into our futuristic Justice League.
Legend looks like Booster Gold with a hairstyle.
It looks like Wave Rider to me. I think it's
maybe
Wave Rider is just another incarnation of Booster Gold.
Maybe it's a futuristic version. But then we got our futuristic Justice League here. Why Jonah Hex is in it, I don't know.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Someone's got to pilot the Firefly.
You got Plastic Man's. Yeah.
The brown coat.
Who's the green guy? Who's the guy in the green?
That's Joe. Joe Mama.
I think that might be Airwave or Amazing Man.
Are you talking about the guy on the left?
Are you talking about this guy here or this guy with like the knockoff Flash costume with a cape?
Like the other guy, yeah, not the knockoff Flash guy. I think the knockoff Flash guy is Amazing Man.
So then that would make that other dude probably Airwave.
Airwave? Okay. Maybe they could be one or the other. Okay.
And then you got Spider-Man and Wolverine Into the Savage Lands number 3. You got the first appearance of Dread Shadow. Because, we're running out of names for villains in books now.
They just do a name generator.
Somebody spin that name wheel.
Yeah, the same one Post Malone used to get his name. And that's it. Now we're getting into my comic book picks of the week. And for me this week, it was Ultimate Spider-Man number 19. Now, I didn't include this in the first appearance because he's technically been in the book, but you get to see your first official look at, and I could show it here. I'll open the book and show it at Ultimate Venom, the new Ultimate Venom, whose symbiote is attached to Peter Parker's son, Richard Parker, in the book. You actually get to see him transform into Venom in this book. This, again, is one of my favorite reads at Marvel right now. Marvel and DC are both killing it with their absolute stuff. DC with absolute Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and then Marvel with their ultimate, universe stuff. So let me.
Hold on, man. Let's
There you go. Make me big. Make me big.
Make you big.
There you go. There's
All
your
right. Ultimate Venom.
your ultimate Venom.
That's neat.
Nice.
And of course, I went and picked up that beautiful Mary Jane cover that we looked at a few weeks ago.
Nice.
So I'm really enjoying this book. I'm actually really sad that this book is ending. Ultimate stuff has been some of my favorite stuff to read from Marvel right now. And then, of course, we had Thing by friend of the program, friend of Renovision, Tony Fleece. It was a fun book getting to see Thing fight a souped up Bullseye and souped up Hammerhead as he's trying to save the niece of his childhood bully, and just all kinds of shenanigans ensue. And you get to reveal that in the next issue, we're going to see a battle between the Thing and the Juggernaut. And those are always exciting. So definitely, if you're not, it's a fun book. Everything's Fantastic Four right now. You got Dr. Doom, Thing, but it is a really good read. Tony is killing it right in this book. And
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
Yep, was still a solid read. And then when it comes into, hey, ChatGPT finally let me generate images again. So we got a couple of superhero OnlyFans to go over this week. And our first one up, we have Kitty Pryde. She's ex-girdled turned pixel perfect heartbreaker. She's coding by day, phasing through hearts by night. Mutant martial artist and master of slipping into your DMs. Ask me about my pet dragon. Certified danger room knockout. Watch out, Logan. Swiping right through walls and into your life. Come for the action, stay for the snark. Subscription price a month, $83 a month.
Whoa,
Ride is
she's
really asking for your money. She is once again asking for your financial support. Free for current X-Men members and residents of Krakoa. And she phased and confused Beach Edition. Swiping right through walls and into your life. Come for the action. If I could talk, stay for the snark. And you got our Danger Room outfit. Her coated and python dressed in large. There's Kitty Pryde. Are you going to pay $83 a month for Kitty Pryde?
I do like her username at Intangible Teas.
Yeah.
No.
No, I'm not paying that.
What about Laura Kinney, aka X-23? Claws of Excess. Clone of Wolverine with twice the X appeal. Fighting for rent money by day, slicing and watching anime by night. There you go, Sam.
There you go.
Right up your alley. Mutant assassin strikes without warning. Just an unstoppable girl looking for a good time. If you want the girl next door, go next door. Bring on berserker smooches. I won't take your life, but I might steal your heart. Subscription price $6.29 a month. She's very reasonable.
That seems a lot more reasonable.
Yeah.
Free for Krakoan seeking refuge.
Seeking refuge.
Logan says, "Nice pick, kid. Use some sunscreen." She's got Rage on the Beach. Black Ops Barbie After Hours. TK says absolutely yes to both.
Mm-hmm.
Zaggy says I would sub
made him money
to X-23. Tyson says Kitty would not be getting a Steam card from me.
That's what he's saying now, anyway.
So there you go. X-23 and Kitty Pryde's OnlyFans. And now we get to the part of the show everybody comes for. Which songs did Sam rap better? Sam, what are you going to be performing for us this week?
We're gonna go in a little bit different direction for the month of August. We're gonna go emo for August. And we got a couple of classic emo hits. We got Hawthorne Heights, Ohio is for Lovers, and Taking Back Sundays, Make Damn Sure.
All right, let's see what kind of lovers they can find.
I'm sure I know either of these. So.
IO.
Hey there, I know it's hard to feel like I don't care at all where you are and how you feel. With these lights off as these wheels keep rolling on and on and on and on. Slow things down or speed them up, not enough or way too much. And on and on and on. How are you when I'm gone? And I can't make it on my own because my heart is in Ohio. So cut my wrists and black my eyes so I can fall asleep tonight or die because you kill me. You know you do, you kill me well, you like it too, and I can tell. Never stop until my final breath is gone. There you go.
Nice, Sam. Really hit those high notes. Oops, clicked the wrong thing. Really hit those high notes, Sam. Then we're gonna take it back Sunday.
You've got this new head filled up with smoke, and I've got my veins all tangled close to the jukebox bars you frequent, the safest place to hide. A long night spent with your most obvious weakness, you start shaking at the thought. You are everything I want, 'cause you are everything I'm not. And we lay together, just not too close, too close. And we lay together, just not too close, too close. I just want to break you down so badly. I trip over everything you say. I just want to break you down so badly in the worst way. I want to keep going. Well,
thanks for the warning.
Hangover hobby kitty talks, and it says, you are so cool. Scissors shaped across the bed. You are red, violent red. You hollow out my hungry eyes. You hollow out my hungry eyes. And we lay together, just not too close, too close. And we lay together, just not too close, too close. Well, I just want to break you down so badly. I trip over everything you say. I just want to break you down so badly in the worst way. I just want to break you down so badly. I trip over everything you say. I just want to break you down so badly in the worst way, worst way.
Nailed it. Everybody give it up for Sam.
Evo!
Sam's got the crowd going absolutely bonkers right now. Absolutely bonkers. Good job, Sam. So we're going to get into the Dom game, but just real quick before we get into the Dom game, just as we mentioned previously, Kyle dropped some news on us tonight. If you're just joining us and you weren't here at the beginning of the show, that he was diagnosed with cancer, and there's a GoFundMe for Kyle and his family to help support through his treatment and hopefully recovery. So if you want to donate that, here's the GoFundMe, and the link is in the chat as well. And so
before we move on, I would like to highlight Tyson has a new piece of art.
Oh, yes, he does.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see him switch it.
Look at that.
What's the shirt say?
That looks hot.
What's the shirt say?
That's your boy.
Dude, that needs to be a shirt. That needs to be a Renovision shirt.
What does it say on the shirt, Tyson?
I don't know. That's what I was trying to find out.
Oh,
You've made it, Sam.
Hey, can you go back to it so maybe I can zoom in a little bit? Is that small titty Sam?
Oh, it says sweet titty Sam. Sweet titty Sam. All right, cool. Fantastic, Tyson. I will do that. Terry, I'm sure he'll watch the rewind. Feel free to reach out to him, and I will pass that along to him as well. But yeah, if you guys want to donate to Kyle, and you can do so via that GoFundMe, or if you don't want to pay out GoFundMe fees and want to still support him, you can do so through PayPal. He said that you just have to reach out to him for that. And all that. We'll let you know if there's like a meal train ever eventually set up or anything like that moving forward. But on that note, let's get into the Dom game.
Yeah, man.
The man of many faces that is known in many places. Good old Dom. And Sam looks like a ginger Kenny Loggins.
Okay, I'll take it. I like Kenny Loggins.
All right. Kicking us off on the Dom game. Did Dom like this picture? Yes or no?
Oh my
Yes.
God.
Dom, you dirty boy. Yes, he did.
Sam with the yes right off the bat. Sticks, do you think Dom? You
I'm
seem to
gonna say
know Dom
no.
pretty well. No,
I'm gonna say
You
no.
don't think Dom
I'm
like
gonna
this
say
picture?
no. I'm gonna say no.
Sarat says yes. TK says yes. Zaggy says yes. I think the consensus is that Dom liked this picture. Did Dom like this picture? Dom, you dirty little bastard. Yes, he
Oh,
did like
yeah,
this
look at that.
picture.
He smurfed all over this picture.
Yes, he did.
Smurfed himself to sleep.
That dress wasn't white before Dom got there.
Oh,
I'm gonna say. When did she have that pearl necklace the entire time? Heyo. All right. Did Dom like this picture? Yes or no? She'll take care of Dom's blue balls.
Nadia Shakar. I'm gonna say yes. I'll say yes.
Stick says yes on the Dom. Sam is studying it. Sam is studying it hard.
I feel like this is a close call here, but I'm gonna say there's enough cleavage for me to think this is Tyson's feed, not Dom's.
Sarah says it's Capullo.
I'm gonna
DK
say
says
I'm gonna say
yes.
not. I'm gonna say not Dom. I don't know who is specific, but I'm gonna say no to Dom.
No to Dom for Sam. Stick says yes, Dom, all the way.
Yes.
Yep.
Did Dom like this? He did, and so did Tyson. It was
I didn't show up in Tyson. I was right. There was some overlap.
It was an overlapper between Dom and Tyson.
There you go.
Up next, did Dom like this picture? Not my shirt. Gorgeous. Stunning. Did Dom like this picture?
Is that
I'll say yes.
Is that a Majora's Mask tattoo right above the cleavage there?
I think it's Kingdom Hearts,
no,
actually.
It looks just like a heart, yeah, with the pins in it.
I'm gonna say yes. Yes.
She's got a dog on her knuckles.
Got that
Sarah
dog
says-
in me.
Sarah says
D-O-double-G.
David Nakayama.
Nakayama.
TK says yes. That's a Dahmer. What do you think? Sam, you're saying yes?
Yes.
Yes. Sticks, you're saying yes?
I said yes as well.
Tyson says Liefeld, no feet.
Dude, I love that picture.
Like by Liefeld.
Dude, I love that the shirt says Sweet Titty Sam. Fantastic. And the jacket is the same color as the average Joe's dodgeball uniform.
Yeah, for sure. It's like an average Joe's warm-up jacket.
Dude, you need to start your own. If you ever started like your own Prestige Worldwide, like your own karaoke and roll, that would be like have to be on your flyer.
Absolutely. Of course, Tyson would design my logos for everything going forward.
Sweet Titty Sam. All right. Did Dom like this? No, it was David Nakayama. Sarad is on a roll.
Nice job.
Did Dom like this picture?
Creepers.
Is this a wrestler?
No. This is Wendy Sanchez 2. We're all winners in this one.
Everybody wrestles when you're in bed, I guess.
I'm gonna say.
I think she probably wrestled getting that outfit on.
I'm gonna say no. Yeah. Well, yeah. She had to unwind the tape. She had to unwind the duct tape.
Or One Piece. I'm gonna say yes.
Artrell says, I don't know if he did, but I did. Stick says yes. Sam, you still studying?
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say he didn't smurf this one.
Dom did not smurf this one. Did Dom like this photo? Yes, he did.
He smurfed all over it.
He smurfed all over it 3 or 4 times. Okay, he's smurfed on it so much he's gone cross-eyed. All right. Did Dom like this picture? Yes or no?
Oh man. I'm gonna say no.
Sam says no. For bonus, you want to take a guess at who it might be?
This is gonna be a Capullo.
Ooh, Capullo, huh?
Hmm.
What do you think, Sticks?
I'm gonna say no.
You
I'll
don't
say
think so, no?
I'll say Nakayama for this one.
TK says jailbait.
Yep.
Sticks is saying Nakayama. Did Dom like this picture? No, it was Mr. Greg Capullo. Good job, Sam.
Yeah.
Sam got one and
the bonus.
the bonus. Yep. Next up, did Dom like this picture?
Yes.
Man.
Gracefully ignoring red flags in this fit, she says. TK says yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Zaggy
yes.
said no.
Yes to this one. I'm gonna say Dom.
Charles says, ain't nobody trying to arrest.
Dom smurfed on this one.
Dom smurfed her up, huh?
He smurfed this one for sure.
Sticks, you said no?
No, I said yes.
Yes? All right. Did Dom like this picture? No, this was a Tyson.
Tyson.
This was Tyson.
Yes.
Charles said yes, and so do I.
Makes sense.
Did Dom like this picture?
What is this
What the
workout, gal? Oh man, this is
She's-
checking a lot of boxes here.
She's bench pressing just the bar,
Bench pressing.
and she's got
She's got
2
the flex.
kettlebells.
She's got Spider-Man underwear on.
Oh, I didn't even
and
notice that.
tattoos.
Oh yeah, that is.
Look at Sam going the extra mile to really put in his homework.
There's a lot of boxes getting checked here by Black
TK
Angel
says
Biggs.
yes. Zaggy says yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say Dom did like this one.
Sam says yes. Sticks, what do you
I'll
say?
say yes. I'll say yes.
Sticks says yes. Did Dom like this
Hell
one?
of a
Yes,
workout.
he did.
You get a better
Dom
picture of
loves-
it.
Nice new angle. He grabbed a new angle for this shot.
Dom loved this one. Some say this is Dom in the background working out.
Yeah. I saw that firsthand.
All right. Did Dom like this picture? Yes or no?
No. I'm gonna say no.
Sam with the no. Sticks.
No. Yeah. Let's go Greg Capullo on this one.
Archer says, oh my God, I'm so confused. Yes. TK says that's a Tyson. Is that a Tyson?
Anytime there's like a risky click, it's Capullo. This doesn't seem that risky.
Yeah.
Did Dom like this picture? No, this was a Tyson. This was a
Got him.
Tyson. And that's it for the Dom game. Moving us on to the misconnections. That segment in the show where everybody says, I don't want to talk about hot chicks and dudes. I just want to talk about comics and leaves. Our Sticks, did you have a time tunnel for us this week?
Not this week. I'll have one next week.
Yeah.
Signal stuck in the time tunnel.
Right. That's Sticks' internet provider throttling his internet every time he has something important to say. All right. Let's get into our final segment of the night. Let's get into some missed connections. All right, Sam, are you looking to start us off this week?
Let's hit it. Liquor up front, poker in the rear. Any kittens need a bath?
This man does not sugarcoat.
Very funny. Very funny.
Straightforward.
No sugarcoating here.
All right, I'll go next. Looking for a girl who needs that one special friend. Queens. I'm looking for that one girl who can use an awesome peach eating. No reciprocation needed and no strings attached. And never lick and tell. I'm on kick. Oral and hung. No guys.
No guys.
This person's a lover. He's a lover. He's a giver.
No guys. I said looking for a girl, no guys.
Tyson says, nice, TK. You know my likes.
Yeah, we do. We're all getting very familiar with our preferences here.
Looking to explore holes downtown, 34th Street, Midtown. Black man looking to explore any willing hole available to me immediately.
Okay, well, what about the tailpipe on that car that just drove by?
He does not discriminate. He does not judge. Any hole will do. All holes welcome.
Very nice. Divorce plumber. Gardena. Hey there, if you need to be unclogged, I can help. I can get young or old pipes working like new. No mess left. I will completely clean the work area. Does that mean he's going to eat his own jizz? Is that what he's saying?
That's exactly what it means. He wants to get snowballed. That's exactly what that means.
Little snow cone.
It's so gross. Don't get high on your own supply, plumber.
Right. Don't need no jankum here.
Super Bloom. In between rain, I've spent the day in the yard and I'm exhausted. My yard needs to be landscaped, pulled weeds, and now all over the place. And I need a gardener with a big enough blower to be able to get all the stuff back in one area. I had a guy, but he has disappeared. I like this blower, but now I think I need a much bigger one. And I have like shingles from the roof and all kinds of other debris that I need an industrial sized blower to get everything back in order because we practically have tornadoes touching down lately. Kick Roxy Toxy.
Clean your backyards. Manicure. Groom.
Okay.
Backyard sale plants and BBQ. Monterey Park. Your backyard plant sale. I'm very interested in all your potted bulbs and going you tips on your brush. You have my info. Give you pointers is cool. Mostly your bush.
Okay then.
Good eye, Tyson. Good eye.
To all Pillow Princess women in Burbank. Any women pillow, I miss to taste your pillows, please. Okay, hang on. Okay. Any women pillow, I miss to taste your pillows, please. I'll pillow, relax, and let me taste you. Oh my gosh, dude is either drunk, high, or grilling cheese sandwiches.
Grilling cheese sandwiches, huh?
I'm making them at night.
You just good cheese.
Oh, thanks, Shane Gillis. All right, that's it. That's our Mess Connections. That's our show for this week. It was good having Kyle here for as long as he could. Again, make sure we'll put it in the comment section below. But if you want to help support Kyle and his wife while he goes through treatment, make sure to donate to that GoFundMe. Hopefully we'll have some more stuff. Maybe we'll put together like a Kyle aid of sorts. I don't know, to support him while he goes through all of this. Before we go, Sam, I'm surprised we didn't talk about the couple of things this week. Like, what do you think of the whole giant alien ship coming at us?
You know, all of these alien revelations tend to coincide with embarrassing government revelations. And so for the most part, I'm just kind of waiting and seeing if there's any more hard evidence before I start chatting about it publicly. But they all seem to be distractions. Every time there was a UFO reveal during COVID and during the kind of the COVID fallout, it was always in relation to war breaking out or Joe Biden's health reports breaking out. And so it's like UFOs are just meant to distract you from actual scandals in real life. But yeah, that's my take on it for now. They say they're like, oh, this could be a hostile alien moving towards Earth very quickly. They have no way to know that. It's just a string of lights.
And did you hear that Matt Rife and another dude, comedian Matt Rife, another dude bought the estate that has the museum that has Annabelle?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Already?
So he is now the caretaker of the estate that houses and museum that houses the Annabelle doll.
What's that couple's name? We talked about him so much. The Insidious.
Yeah,
or what?
I know who you're talking about too.
It's yeah, I can't think of their name.
The Warrens.
The Warrens.
Yes,
the Warrens.
Yeah, the Warren, Ed and Lorraine.
Yeah,
Ed
Matt
Lorraine.
Rife and Elton Castille purchased the building housing Annabelle doll. So he's got the Warrens. They own the Warrens house and the museum that houses that Annabelle doll.
So the Annabelle doll is a Raggedy Ann doll. It doesn't look like the doll in the movies, just
Nope.
so you know. But
Yep.
Well, that's good. It's going to keep it going.
So, yeah. You wouldn't be afraid to buy that after the last caretaker died unexpectedly?
Well, I'm not going to buy it, but I'm glad somebody bought it.
It's a
Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Yep.
Crazy. But all right, well, I guess that's our show. Make sure to check out more stuff on the channel. Make sure to check out more stuff from us by clicking one of the links at the end of the video. If you want more from Sticks, you can check him out Friday nights over on The Qualified. You can check him out here every Saturday. You can check him out on Tuesday nights on the New Who Crew over on his channel on YouTube on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. You can make sure to check out the Star Wars show tomorrow night so you get more of your Dom fix. Make sure to check out all the other old P shorts throughout the week. Make sure to check out Sam over on Twitter and Instagram for more of your Triple D dodgeball highlights. Make sure to check out me, Sticks, and Dom every Thursday night on my channel on Absolute Geek for our wrestling recap. Very interesting day is SummerSlam. We got SummerSlam Day 2 tomorrow. And then you can again catch Sticks and the boys Friday nights following the CBSI Hot 10 list on The Qualified. And without further ado, Sam, take us out with some words of wisdom.
Hey, just there's a lot of violence going on in the world, and I've had a lot of conversations with friends about wanting to see more compassion and more consideration. And what I will tell you is that it starts with you, and it starts with the people in your immediate circle. It starts with the people in this chat. If you want to be more compassionate, or you want to see more compassion, be more compassionate. And hopefully that extends to the people right around you, and eventually it expands to the world at large. But it's got to start with you. So it's not so much my word of wisdom, but it's my plea to everybody who's concerned about the state of the world and the violent direction it's taken recently.
Some good words of wisdom. Tyson wants to know what you're watching this week, Sticks.
This week we're watching Rise of the Cybermen.
Ooh. Sounds like a good one. All right. Well, if you want to talk about some Rise and some Cybermen, and that's not what he's talking. He's not talking about what Vegeta and Nappa planted when they came to Earth, or what pops up in his pants whenever he watches Doctor Who. Go check out Styx' channel Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. for the new Who crew. And on that note, have a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, and we'll see you guys right back here next weekend. Goodbye.
Either you've got me confused with somebody else, or this is a joke.